Not too sure about that. Not too sure about that. Picture doesn't look great. Oh well, it'll have to do for now. It'll get better. I'm not green, I'm blue. There's three colours. There's red, green, and blue. Blue is when there's when it's just when you're getting dodgy, when it's a scratch. It's green is when you're in profit. Red is when you're not, and blue is the in between. Don't see much blue. Well, you can see quite a bit of blue here on the volume candles here. So the blue because where the blanks are. I'm currently drawing a blank. Good news is that the markets are up at the moment. Don't know how long. Well done, Phil. Hope it'll help you trading. And good morning to you. Good morning, Alphabet. Look, I'd rather have the blues than the reds. Unless I'm watching football. Then I completely withdraw that statement. If it relates to football. So we're anticipating a volatile day today. If I would expect not so much to start off. I think it'll be quiet. Right, the pre-market has been quiet. I think it'll be quiet after the bell as well, in anticipation of this this rate hike from the Fed. I've got Bloomberg on in the background here. I'm waiting for the ECB, the minutes of the ECB meeting, because ECB went into an unscheduled meeting a couple of hours ago, and nobody's come out of that yet. So I don't know what the ECB are doing yet, or any kind of announcements on that. So I've just got I've got Bloomberg on in the background. Just I'll keep checking that to see what happens. Obviously I've got my Benzinga, but I've got the feed. I've not got European feed on that. So that's the plan, Owen. That's the plan. 5k target today. I don't get 5k and I'm green, I'm not going to worry about it as long as I'm green. First priority, to have a green day, have a profitable day, finish green. Second priority is then 5k. Let's start erasing some of that drawdown. Good man, Phil. I'm using this is Dash Trader Pro. If you're watching on YouTube, you see a lot more of it, but you're seeing one of the time screens that I've got open. One of the time frames I've got open on is Dash Trader Pro. Is the platform that I'm using here for trading. What you're seeing underneath it, in the middle, that's Benzinga. So that's Benzinga Pro. So that's my scanners. That's two of my scanners. I've got 6 open at the moment in front of me. But that's 2 of my scanners. And then what you're seeing below that is my face. So IPO sniper, no problem. Just waiting for some movement on the markets. You can see quite clearly that there's not a lot of volume, as you can see here. Revlon, it's got reasonable volume, looking quite bullish again today. Let's take a look at the 1-minute chart and the 5-minute chart. Let's look at it on the 15. You can see. So let's zoom out. You can see it's looking quite bullish today. It's Revlon. We're seeing the wider markets, the S&P 500 are up. How long they'll stay that way? I'm expecting I think the general consensus, not just me, but the general consensus is that the Fed is going to hike the interest rates by 0.75% or 75 beeps, if they like to say. So if they hike the rates by 75 beeps, I think we might get another sell-off. I might be wrong. Like I say, the market can react completely counterintuitively. Okay, so BCDA, Biocardia Inc. Biocardia Inc. has just announced the US patent on imaging systems for targeting cardiac therapies. Let's see if that news impacts the price. Might not. Snowflake getting analyst upgrades. Now you don't want to lose 10k. If you're losing 10k, Phil, then you're trading too big. Quite simply, the most that you, based on the account size that you've got, the most you should be losing per trade is kind of 1%, 1 or maybe 2%, depending on your appetite for risk. So that's the most you should be losing. Across the course of a day, I have a 10% max loss. I exceeded that yesterday, but I have a 10% max loss. And you should set grounds, max loss per trade and max loss per day. It's not necessarily the same thing, but you can have it the same thing if you want to. Nvidia, let's have a look at Nvidia for you. Good enough. So Nvidia on the 15, let's have a look at it on the 15. You see more on the 15. So on the 15 minute, we've got slightly upwards. Nvidia, as you know, the Nvidia kind of works with the market. So just be careful. If you not just you, mate, but anybody that's trading S&P stocks, large cap stocks today, just be cautious. Yeah, I think the Fed meeting is what, 2 p.m. Eastern Coast time. Oh, live your life. Would you just go and boil your head in a stew? Well, that's a sign of overtrading there, Phil. If you're struggling to stick to your daily max loss, and walking away with a red day, then the chances are that's a sign of revenge trading. and you don't want to get involved in revenge trading. Just accept the fact that some days are not your days. Like I did yesterday. I lost a lot of money yesterday. Today's a new day. So forget yesterday. My first goal today is get green. Second goal, 5k. Third goal, if I can manage it, is 9k. Let's get green on the week. Hey Prince, how you doing? MicroStrategy is, so we looked at, I looked at Bitcoin earlier, and it was down around 20k, which I'm not too happy about. 2021, it did go as low as 20,071. Almost, not quite, but almost, according to Coinbase, on the price on Coinbase, it almost broke 20,000, but it didn't quite. So watch that space. It's I've got the Bollinger Bands open on my Bitcoin chart, so I'm just kind of watching how it's the last three candles have closed below, outside the Bollinger Bands. So this one is currently outside the Bollinger Bands, so it's showing signs of clear on the daily, that is. It's showing signs of clear exhaustion to the downside. It's overextended or oversold on the RSI as well, so I'm hoping Bitcoin will turn around for the upside. So 3 days outside the with candles outside the Bollinger Bands, RSI saying oversold. Let's see if technical analysis does indeed work with crypto. What's with the bots are real people? Do you want to try that again, Prince? I just don't understand that question. What's with the bots are real people? What? What do I think about Monero? What do I think about Monero? I've not given it much thought at all. What would you like me to comment on it? In terms of a coin, in terms of what I would do right now, bear market, altcoins like Monero and many others, I would kind of stay away from. Are who real people, Prince? Bots are not real people. Going back to your question, is like, who are you referring to as bots? I mean, if they are bots, then clearly they're not real people. They're bots. But Monero, I would stay away from pretty much all altcoins at the moment. That's what a bot would say, Alistair. That's exactly what a bot would say in response. To be fair. No, but altcoins right now, it's certainly not altcoin season. We're kind of crypto winter, I think is. Oh, here we go. ECB tells staff to prepare a new anti-crisis tool for approval. What the hell does that mean? ECB will apply flexibility in reinvesting PEP redemption. Okay, so basically they've had a three-hour junket meeting and come up with no solution. That's what I'm reading into that. That's the breaking news from the ECB meeting. Yeah, we've been talking for the last 3 hours and nobody knows what to do. That's essentially what I'm reading into that for the ECB. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking at altcoins, there's a lot of altcoins, and I would say quite a few of the Ponzi schemes will get flushed out that are altcoins. A lot of the altcoins will fade away and die during this bear market, and then when we get the next bull run, you'll get new altcoins will pop up and replace them. So what I would do, if you're looking at altcoins, now's a good time to be looking at embryonic projects. So do some research, find out what projects you think sound good, that have a good community, that have good backing, that are not on the main exchanges, and that's where you put some speculative you put some speculative funds. But I would stick to the main coins right now in terms of in terms of the crypto market. I hope that answers your question, Superpower. Right, okay, that's because I'm streaming on Twitch and I'm streaming on Twitter at the same time as I'm streaming on YouTube. So it's relaying the chat from each medium to the other. Why do I think people are selling off crypto? We're in a bear market. That's what happens in a bear market. We're getting people getting margin called. The argument was that, or the gaslighting, I think is the what Benzinger have called it, was MicroStrategy would get margin called if Bitcoin fell below 21,000. So MicroStrategy's last couple of days came out and said, no, we've got enough equity to hold our position. Ethereum, well, I'm still holding Ethereum. I'm going to be buying more Ethereum if it breaks 1,000. So that's just me. I'm not advising anybody to do, to copy me blindly. Do your own research, but I will be buying more Ethereum if it breaks 1,000, and I'll kind of top up my bags. All of my crypto holdings at the moment, every single one. I'm only holding 4 coins, but every one of my crypto holdings right now is in the red. So I'm losing money on every one of my crypto. In fact, saying that, all of my long-term holdings are in the red. Not just in crypto. So it's a good month in June will enable me to do some real good dollar cost averaging. So it's important that I do get this 27k drawdown recovered. But we're still, we're still over 100k in profit on the month. So we're not having a bad month. I've got to keep zooming out to find the positives, and that's how you recover from, psychologically. That's how you recover from a bad red day. Is you zoom out and to find the positives. Are you red on the week? Are you red on the month? Are you red on the year? Keep zooming out. Where are you on the week? Tuesday. Oh, that's time to recover that. Where are you on the month? Oh, the 14th, 15th today. Yeah, I've got time to recover that. So positivity. Always looking for the positive angle. Power of positive thinking, as it were. No, but the main reason people are selling off the crypto is they've become disillusioned. They've lost a lot of confidence in the crypto market as a result of this Terra Luna debacle. Now we're getting the knock-on effect with some exchanges kind of locking up shop, which goes back to what I was saying a couple of weeks ago. Is don't have enough liquidity on the exchange that you use to make trades. If you're not actively making trades, if you're just buying and holding, don't have any money on your coin exchange. Withdraw all of your holdings onto into a secure locker. It won't happen, Superpower. It won't happen. So prohibition on selling a petrol car in the EU in 2035, it won't happen. A new petrol car, because they'll move from that. So the manufacturers will no longer be manufacturing petrol cars, but you've got the whole classic car, you know, enthusiast section that'll still be having having petrol and or diesel. Diesel will continue to be used for, you know, like agriculture and logistics. But from a petrol point of view, you're going to have the whole enthusiast section, which will be classic cars in 10 years' time, and they'll still be using petrol. And if you can't get petrol, they'll just make their own. It's fine. Well, I don't think. Well, I think we're already seeing that the companies like Tesla have stolen the march by getting into the market quickly. If you've actually been in a Tesla, they're actually shite cars. The build quality on a Tesla is appalling. For the price that you pay for the car, the build quality is absolutely shocking. So you'll see the main automotive players come in and really put Tesla under the sword. So Tesla is not, you've got to get away from the EV. Tesla is an EV manufacturer. It's not. Tesla will not be making most of its gains from selling cars. Categorically, that's not going to be the case. So Tesla is a data company. So the navigation systems, they'll also be making money on the electricity networks and recharge stations and things like that. So Tesla has, and the whole roadmap for Tesla is a lot bigger than just electric vehicles, and that's why they're an exciting company. So get away from Tesla being, in your head, everybody thinks of Tesla being an electric vehicle company the same way they think of Amazon being an online store for your groceries or your books or whatever. Amazon has not been an online store for buying books, an online library for buying books for many, many years. So the object of the success of these companies is the diversification into intangible markets. And what I mean by that is information, data. They're a data company. Amazon are a data company. They're the largest storage company in terms of data. They're the largest data storage company in the world at Amazon now. So people still think of them because they see Amazon trucks driving around delivering parcels. So they still think of them as a logistics company, a retail, you know, consumer retail company, and they're not. Tesla, as I say, a tech company. They're a data company. It's all about information. It's not about electric vehicles, because quite clearly BMW, General Motors, all of the big vehicle manufacturers that are now building electric vehicles to compete and doing a better job of it. What I mean by doing a better job of it, the build quality is far superior than a Tesla. Granted, Tesla's stolen the march, so that their technology is a little bit ahead of the game, but the build quality is far superior. So Tesla, in the EV space, Tesla will come under the cosh. They'll have a lot more competition in the next 5-10 years. So when we get to that prohibition level, which it says 2035, come on, that's, you know, for you and I both know that 2035 there's still going to be petrol cars in the EU, and they'll push that that date out. They'll not phase out gas-powered cars for a long time. Fresh trim. How much leverage do I use? My broker will afford me. It depends on where I am in the month. At the beginning of the month, I might use up to the full leverage, depending on how strong is the stock that's moving and that I'm trading. I can get up to 6 times leverage, but where I am right now, because my account is a lot bigger than where it is at the start of the month, I won't be using the full leverage. So if you're using the full leverage on a large account, why do you need to? If I wanted to trade Tesla now, day trade Tesla, I could do. I can afford that now because I've got 119,000 in my account now. So, and then I put the 6 times leverage on that for my buying power. So I could use 6 times leverage, but I tend not to use it all. I might go up to maybe 30% or to push maybe 40% of my leverage as it stands right now. Not exactly what I'm saying, Alistair. I mean, I looked at, I was looking at the Volkswagen, I was looking at the BMWs. I'm thinking of my next car is going to be electric, obviously, but the cost of a Tesla for what you get for it is shocking. Although I was watching a video on YouTube, was it YouTube or Facebook or something, of a young lad, probably late teens, early 20s, clearly in his dad's Tesla, at the petrol station, gas station for those of you across the pond, at the petrol station, bit confuzzled, took his credit card because he's going to fill the car up with gas, a bit confuzzled because he couldn't find the place to put the nozzle. And it's like, what am I watching here? Is this the state of Gen Z? Is this the state of the current young generation? We are doomed if it is. I mean, I thought millennials were bad when it comes to common sense, but this Gen Z crowd are worse. Yeah, I was looking at Rivian. I've looked at, although they're not out of China yet, but NIO, they've got a really good supercar. I mean, I don't need a pickup because I'm not, agricultural or anything. But NIO have got a really good electric supercar, which looks really good. I've not actually seen it in person, but it looks really, really quality from what I've viewed on it. We'll see. Revlon, are you still moving up? It is. So Revlon, pre-market high of 261. It's getting resistance at the $half level. Yeah, Redbox down. It's under $10 now. Needs to have a bit of a turnaround. Maybe a bit of a cooling down after all the profit taking, all the shorts taking a position. Actually, let's have a quick look at Redbox now, just to see if the short interest if there's any change in the short interest, because I would imagine that the shorts are huge. That's not changed. That's old data. I've only got old data. I've not got Artex here. So let me just have a quick look. Right, yeah, so Redbox has increased. The short interest is now 46%. So this is Redbox, and it's 46% shorted, which is huge. Intel's telling me that it's 208%, but I think that's a different calculation. I think that's more 209% is what's saying on Fintel. Yeah. Okay, so we might see a gamma squeeze start this week or come Friday for Redbox. I think that's why it pushed up last Friday. Was the gamma squeeze started the short squeeze, so could be interested. Could be interesting. Right, okay, Tom, why don't you try clicking the little gear wheel and changing your resolution. You'll find that you'll find that it will become a lot clearer for you. Either that or get closer to your TV. Oh, I don't know about that, John. I don't know about that. 13,000? A scam wick to 13,000? Really? A 30% scam wick? I don't think so. You might get a scam wick, yeah, but not a 30%. Well, I was just saying it's I was just saying, Tom, I'm looking at in fact I'll pull it up for those that can see it. That's the wrong window. Trading view window. So Bitcoin. I'll pull this up here. And we've got this here. So this is Bitcoin. I've got the God's sakes. What's this now? Okay, so this is Bitcoin. And we've got the Bollinger Bands on here. We've got the RSI down here, so it's oversold. We've got 3 candles that are operating outside the Bollinger Bands. So this is on the daily. This is daily time frame. So Bitcoin is extremely extended to the downside right now. So will it keep falling? It may do. What I'm saying is, based on technical analysis, it looks like we're ready for a reversal. How big the reversal is, I don't know, but we should get a reversal fairly in the next few days, I would imagine. Maybe a move up. I think if it breaks, if it actually does break 20,000, then there's a whole bunch of buy orders placed already below 20,000. So if it breaks 20,000, there's going to be a whole bunch of buying and dollar cost averaging below 20,000, and it potentially could move up. Conversely, though, however, there's also a bunch of sell orders, a bunch of stop losses just below 20,000. So it's going to be a bit of a bull versus bear fight. So interesting times. What PC am I using? I'm using a HP. Okay. SPY, the S&P 500 on the 15-minute. We're currently 376, so it's up on the day. It was up over a percentage point, so 100 base points. Now it's only 73 beeps. So when the Fed announces its rate hike later, which is probably going to be 75 BPS, I would expect us to go red on the markets again. Just me. The best way to, the easiest way to answer that question, Prince, is get yourself a gaming computer. So get yourself a gaming PC. Doesn't matter about the form factor, whether it's a laptop or a desktop or a tower. Just get yourself a gaming PC, and then you've it'll be spec'd out for trading. It's powerful enough for trading. You just need a good, and you'll need a good good connectivity as well. I've got fiber into the building, so that's fine. My dog is snoring, JD, absolutely. It is the snoring. That's the only reason that people come to my stream, is to listen to the chow chow snore. Okay, so we just broke $3 with the Evoke Pharma. So they big bump a few minutes ago. Let's look at it on the lower time frame. So Evoke Pharma regains compliance with NASDAQ listing requirements and provides financial update. That's why it's pumping. So last 4 minutes. They submitted a Form 8 which showed that they'd regained NASDAQ compliance. It'll pump, it'll also dump. This ain't going on a run. That's not. I don't think that's a catalyst that's going to push this all the way up to kind of $5-6. But if you're trading it, enjoy. It's now the top mover on the day. It's not decent relative volume either. So just be careful with it. Just because it's moving up and it's got a little bit of volume. It's, I mean, normally average volume is about 4.6 million shares traded a day on this this particular stock. So the fact it's only traded, it's not even traded a tenth of that yet. So it's still not good relative volume. It's moving up and it's moving up high. If you're in it, good luck to you. But I'll not be chasing this right now. Well, gold is always a good hedge. You see, gold in general is a good hedge. It's the what's the word I'm looking for? The haven. It's a financial haven. It's never that volatile, but in times of uncertainty, you tend to see people move the money into gold. So at the moment, gold isn't a bad bet. Just in terms of you know, a store of value. If you're looking for huge gains on it, you're not going to get it, but you might get it as a store of value. It's kind of, if you're expecting the markets to flush, that's what people tend to do. Is if they're expecting the markets to flush. This is about to reverse, by the way. Rejected at $4. So as the markets start to flush, people move the monies out of the instruments and into gold. Yes, I saw it as news. It's back on the it's back on the NASDAQ. You see, it's got, as I say, Chip. The news I'm reading, if it's got different news to the news I'm reading, oh yeah, it's got other news as well. So it's approval of getting Morty, which is a trademark, to Florida State Medicaid program. That's the news that dropped 10 minutes ago. I was looking at last week's news. Okay, well, let's see. See it break $4 and hold. I've just read the new news out there, Chip. It's the only one moving right now, so I don't mind holding this. We've got pretty colours and moving numbers on the screen whilst we're waiting for something else to move. So everything else that is coming out. Not a lot of news. I'm expecting a relatively quiet market today. I might be wrong. We might see some really good movement, some really good volatility. But until the Fed makes its move and its announcement on the rate hike, I think a lot of traders are just going to be a bit wary and not be jumping in. Yeah, well, that's okay. I don't trade. I tend not to trade under $3 anyway, Chip, as most people would testify. Occasionally, I might do, but I wait for something to break $3. So, granted, this did. Chasing it would have been chasing momentum. So there's not really been. I mean, if you look at it on the 1 minute, there's not really been many safe entry points to this on the way up either. So. But if you're in it and you've made some gains, right? An 87% move up. It's down at 82%, but an 87% move up. $93 is the high on the 2 minute candle. Bit of a flag formation forming on the certainly on the 2 minute. Look at it on the 2, you'll see that higher, lower highs, higher lows. So it needs to break one way. We've got the flagpole, and there's your flag. Typically these break upwards. Boxed, I saw that. BOXD. Just popped up over $2 briefly, back down to 181, so 28% on the day. Not looking strong enough, I don't think. You really go on a run. It's got a high right now. This after hours yesterday, 219. So Restream just booted me out. $87 is the high of the last candle. And this current candle is 86, so Neo. Okay, so it's held its gains from yesterday. Still up, it's about 2% up on the day. Had a good day yesterday. look at it on the 15, you'll see what I'm talking about. So it had a good day yesterday, but it's holding up, it's holding most of its gains. So Neil could be one to watch for today. Am I trading? I don't know yet. I'm waiting for a setup that that's right for me. We'll see. Hopefully. I mean, I've got some. I've got a drawdown to recover from, Super Chip. If you want to go back 24 hours, I need to rebuild my my green streak. 14 days without a losing day, without a red day. And go and have that day yesterday. Disappointing, but look, happens to the best of us. Not saying that I'm the best, third best, but you know, top 3. Revlon is, whatever reason, is up 25% today. It's making slow but steady gains, but the volume isn't is intermittent. It's not great, as you can see. The volume histogram is virtually non-existent there. Redbox needs to get back above $10 for me. 40, it's over 40% shorted now, so 44%. I would say that there's going to be a lot of people trying to get Redbox to squeeze again. That might be the squeeze that we just had. Could well be the squeeze that we just had, and it's on its way back down again. But shorts haven't covered, so, and there's a lot more shorts, so can it make its way back up to 20? Possibility. He's held most of its gains, slightly up on the day. So day 1 biopharma will be interesting later. All right, Evox making a move back up. Roblox trying to make a recovery. Interesting. Why is this moving the way it is? Acadia Pharmaceuticals news. No news I can see. Why is that surging? Let's just move 25% in the last okay. Anybody know what why Acadia Pharmaceuticals is moving? I can't see anything. Still going. Missed the entry there at 20.75. Taking $21. Take 1,000 shares. Let's see what we can squeeze out of it. Break at 22. $0.30 spreads. Interesting. Profits in. This is Acadia Pharmaceuticals. No particular catalyst that I can see. Lock a bit more in there. So getting the exit signals there. So get out. Break even on that last piece. Wait for another entry. Acadia Pharmaceuticals has a catalyst in the form of an AdCom meeting on Friday. It's a bit of a flaky catalyst. Let's see. We'll get a bounce on, this is 53. We'll get a bounce on the VWAP again. If you're wondering what I'm trading right now, this is Acadia Pharmaceuticals. We just managed to take 600 off it, which is a good base hit, good start. We don't want to be, we only took 1,000 shares. We don't want to be swinging for the fences unless it's a good pitch to swing at. How's the stream on YouTube? Is it froze? Oh, it looks okay. Okay, let me know if you make sure you smash that thumbs up button on YouTube. Talking of which, let's get to 2,000 likes before the top of the hour on TikTok. Hit the screen 10 times. 53, so we break a 50 through. And she'll move back up. Spreads are 25-cent spreads. If you're looking at getting in this, just be wary that the spreads are quite rangy. You know, 15, 20 cents. Moment 23, 24 cents. So just be careful with the spreads, guys. But Evoque is still trying to hold its position up at 358. Evoque Farmer. This is Acadia. I'm just looking at Evoque Farmer as well. So looking at multiple screens, multiple tickers. So I'll come back to Acadia. Let's go back to Evoque. So Evoque trying to hold this $0.5 level. Looking at 370 as a potential entry on the 5-minute chart. Same thing on the 2-minute chart, confirmed. So 370, 369, 370. So that's now, so Acadia's now dropped below 21, so just be careful with that, guys. So it's reached 368 again. So 370, we might get that move up. Get a bit of volume coming in there. A bit more volume coming in. Well, I got in at 375. A little bit late to the trigger, but what are you going to do? $385, I'll take a little bit off. Let me get out there for a scratch. Nope, nope, wrong button. We're moving up, or are we just playing here? It's dodgy. So we're just waiting on this, making a decision one way or the other. There we go. I'll just take 40 quid. I can't be bothered waiting for it. It's consolidating there. Rather reduce the exposure, cover my costs. 40 quid. Like, mounts up. 10 of those and it's 400. Let's go back to Acadia. That was a bit of a pump and dump. So we got in there and made a quick 600 quid. Pump and dump. That doesn't look like it's coming back at all. Right, what else shall we look at? Where's Redbox now? Euroclean is continuing its sell-off from yesterday. Redbox continuing. It's just Redbox is just traveling sideways at the minute. If you look at this on the 15, you'll see what I'm talking about. On the 60, you'll see what I'm talking about. You've got since yesterday, or since the day before yesterday, actually, Monday, been selling off. Since the bell on Monday, selling off. We did get new highs, just over $18, but now we're just moving sideways. We hold above 9 today, we might get another squeeze. later in the week. So what are we, Wednesday? So there'll be some options expiring on Friday, no doubt. Maybe get a gamma squeeze. So what do we think, guys? We've got half an hour to the market opens. The Fed will be announcing some rate hikes later today. What do we think? What's your thoughts? Let me know in the chat. Is it going to be 0.5%? Is it going to be 0.75%? Or is it going to be a whole percent? Yes, I'm consistently profitable. And I normally start with, I'll pull up my statistics right now based on, we've not done that today. So let me pull up my statistics for the year. To be fair, I didn't make much money in May, but that's the only one that I've not. I'll pull this up for you. So the question was, am I consistently profitable? And the answer is, take a look yourself. So, yeah, that's filter that. So, take a look for yourself. This is how much this is trade. This doesn't take into account transaction fees, you know, commissions, charges, etc. But it does take into account the trade profit. So, yes, I am consistently profitable. This is for the year. I'm almost $500,000 profitable on the year right now. My average win to loss is pretty much even, but I'm a profit factor of 2 on the year. My accuracy is 2 to 1 in terms of winners versus losers. I have had some big losses. 27 grand is probably my biggest loss. 67 grand is my biggest win. That was in February. That happened live on stream, funnily enough, as did my second biggest gain, which was last week, and that was also live on stream. So yes, I am consistently profitable. I'm aiming for 100k worth of profit every month. That's what I'm trying to get to. We're 5.5 months in. I'm about 500, just shy of 500k in profit. So I'm not far off that. And I start each month with $30,000. So that gives you an idea. Work that out in terms of return on investment percentage per month. So it's probably it's about 4x, about 400% per month, I would say. I'd say if it's less than 75 beeps, it's not going to be enough. If it's more than 100 beeps, it's going to be too much. Either way, I think we'll see a sell-off this afternoon. And the ECB meeting has no details, too wishy-washy, extremely wishy-washy. I was just saying that when the news came out, I was just saying basically what they've released is, we've just had a meeting and we don't know what we're doing. That's basically what it says. We've had a meeting and we want to get the financial market crisis in check, but we don't know how to do it. That's essentially what I saw, what I read into that ECB minutes. Which comes as no surprise. Bloody half of these people, look, I don't know a lot. I'm completely transparent that, you know, I'm not what you would consider a market professional as such. I don't know a lot. But I'm sure I know more than some of these idiots that are in charge. You know, because they just come. I listen to them when they're doing their announcements on the TV, and I end up shouting at the TV. I'm like, you idiot! You know, I'm shouting at the TV. I don't know if it's just me or anyone else does that. You actually shout it like they can hear you. you're shouting at the TV as they're on the news with the speeches, and you're like, you moron, what are you doing that for? That, you know what's going to happen there. And everybody does it with the sport, but I actually do it with the news as well. So well, simple answer to that, user, is A, I'm not licensed to do that, and B, why would I trade for a percentage of the gains that I make when I can trade for 100% of the gains that I make? I get to keep all my profits when I'm using my own capital. And it's not like if someone gave me $1 million to trade, it's not like I'm going to be making more on a daily basis. It doesn't work that way. There's the economies of scale with trading low cap, low float stocks. You can only get to a certain level before it plateaus, and then actually it goes the other way. You end up losing money because you're taking too big a size, because it's a zero-sum market. So you have to have somebody selling whenever you're buying, and you have to have someone buying whenever you're selling. If you want to make bigger gains, you have to take bigger position, you know, bigger size. So that the more capital that you have, the more buying power you have, you can take bigger size. But with a low float stock, how much size are you going to take? If the float's, say, 5 million, a 5 million share float, and you take 50,000 shares, you know, you're taking 1% of the entire float. So it becomes cost prohibitive, and you take 150,000 shares, and then, you know, you're just not going to get you're going to tank the price when it comes to try and offload those shares, and B, you're reducing liquidity out of the market by holding them. So you kind of are caught between a rock and a hard place. So your best bet is to you know, have your goals and stick within your sweet spot. And my sweet spot is these low float stocks, and that's why I withdraw all my profits on a given month. I'll withdraw all my profits and leave 30,000 in my account at the end of each month, and start the next month with $30,000 worth of equity, or give or take a few some change. The $30,000 worth of equity is what I start every month, and then what I do with the gains, I split that up into 3 ways. I put a third away for the tax man. He always wants his pound of flesh. I put a third into less volatile, less risky investments. Although saying that, right now, all of my long-term investments are in the red. I'm losing money on all of them. Trying not to panic, but there's a little part of me inside saying, look, sell and buy lower kind of thing. But I'm just holding for now. That includes crypto. And then there's a third for whatever I want to do with it. No problem. No problem. But in theory, you're absolutely right. And I think what you get is you get a lot of these hedge fund managers that are managing big rewards, but they're managing big positions on high cap stocks, and they're making, you know, big gains with those big positions. But to take a big position on a Microsoft, or on you know, not even Amazon, even since the split, Amazon's still $110, $120 a share. Take a big position on one of those stocks, even though the float size is huge. To take a big position to get the gains that they're looking for on a daily, weekly basis, to stay ahead of the, you know, 10-12% that they need. So every portfolio, they need to be gaining what, 10-12% just to stay ahead of the market, and to beat the market. You look at the likes of Kathy Wood, and she's well in the red at the moment. Hey Rich, welcome to the stream. We've got 20 minutes to the open. So Arcadia just seems like it was a bit of a pump and dump. Evoke sideways. Put the horizontal on here. That's a pre-market high. Do the same with Arcadia, just in case it does get up there. We're 20 minutes to the open now. Aeroclean selling off, probably done now for a while. Redbox needs to have a bit of a recovery. Talking of short squeeze, where's my AMC ticker? AMC, that's not even looking like anything at the minute on the lower time frame. It's just sideways. Look at that. Since the close, it's just not done anything. It's just sideways at a 20-cent range, not even. So AMC, we might see some movement. I was reading some analysts expecting how it's primed for a short squeeze, but if you believe some of the commentary, AMC's been primed for a short squeeze for the last 2 years. So we had it. We've had a couple of squeezes with AMC. Are we ready for another one? Not so sure. Last pump that we had was back in May. Went up to 16. It was up at 34 back in March. AMC. So go apes. Go Moon Patrol, whatever you want to call yourselves. I'm on your side. Can you actually see the tickers there on TikTok? Barely. That might work for you a little bit. If it's gone too far, let me know. It's pretty much on point. Any more news on the ECB? Did any clarity come out since any? It's across. Okay, so let's see what else is moving right now. So I do. Sidious Space. Wow. Nice pump. This is Sidus Space. Sidious, I've been watching too many Star Wars movies. This is breaking highs. So the reason the breaking highs, the reason for the pump is it announced, Sidious Space announced it's part of Collins Aerospace team, which was awarded NASA's $3.5 billion Exploration Extravehicular Activity Services contract. Why do they have to put so many words that are difficult to pronounce? Multi-syllable. This is on the announcement of 5 minutes ago, they announced the award of a NASA $3.5 billion NASA contract. SIDU is this ticker. Well, if June warrants are moving, what's June doing? Nothing. Why are the warrants moving so? It's just popped up. Just popped up on the scanners because it's on low volume. It's not doing anything. Take 1,000 shares. Let's break it. Nice hits. Lock in $35. Ain't compromising on the share size. Take another half off. See what happens. Just 500 shares in this now. Not going big size. We just want to get some green on the charts. I've got long to go before, a quarter of an hour before the bell rings. So we'll get some green on the chart. Scores on the doors, as it were. I'll get out now for the rest. Okay, so $80. It adds up. Look to get in if it breaks highs. 290, maybe if it break at 3. Topping tail and then a doji, so let it pull back. Wait for a confirmation. 285 is the high of the previous, the 2-minute candle. High of the previous candle. But you've also got this topping tail here, topping tail doji, which is kind of bearish. Then it followed by another doji, and this is more of a kind of a hammer doji, but reversal indicator. Dojis are reversal indicators, so it did pull back to 270. Now we look at 285 as a potential entry point here for the move up to $3. It probably will get rejected at $3. Resistance at the whole dollar, psychological whole dollar level. There we go. Get in. Was just 1,000 shares. We're in. We got in at 282 for when it tipped 285, but then was rejected. So give it to the $0.75 level. We're looking to tap $3 here. Move up to $3. What we're waiting for. We're getting a bit of volume coming in, so we should break 285 here. If we get up to 290, then $3. Risking $70, $0.07. $279 is our $275. The $0.75 level is our exit. is coiling. Coiling under that 285 level. 280 really. Flat top. Forming around 285. Watching the level 2 as well as the price action. Thoughts on Redbox today? Needs to get back over. Needs to stay above $9. Ideally, get back over $10. Probably see a bit of sideways chop movement today on Redbox. If it drops below $9, it might struggle to. Because you remember there's an acquisition waiting to buy this. If it gets down low enough, Chicken Soup for the Soul are going to buy Redbox. They've got an agreement to buy it, but as long as the price is too high, the acquisition can't go through. And that's what started this whole short squeeze off. The push up, so because people pushed it up and above the agreed acquisition price, and then shorts tried to get it down again so it could be acquired, and then we've got this toing and froing. As long as it's moving up, shorts are going to have to cover at some stage. Or just if it gets back above $10, we could see another run. But I think it's probably going to be maybe Thursday or Friday this week. Maybe a gamma squeeze sets off with options as they come to expire at the end of the week. We didn't get that move up to $3 I wanted yet. Consolidation's annoying me. I've not got the patience for it. I hope that answers your question, Kavar. Redbox is one to watch. It's on the watch list. It's one to watch. I want to get out of this before the bell. That's for sure. No problem at all, buddy. Always here to help. Is anybody holding bags with Redbox? Absolutely. Let me know in the chat. If you're holding a position with Redbox, what's your average cost? You know, I'm not saying that to laugh at you, but you know, where do you need it to get to break even? If you're still in Redbox, let me know where you need it to get to. You're not playing ball here. You went up to 290. I'm looking for $3 here. Not playing ball at all. That hammer candle looked promising. Now we're pulling back again. Yeah, I can imagine. If it breaks 9, I would exit the position. So I'll just exit that position as it broke my stop area. If it breaks 9, I would say exit the position and look for a re-entry on the way back up. Squeeze, you know, it's the short position. The shorts have actually increased their interest in that at the moment. 46%. Is the last number I got on that. That's and I get that number from Barron's. So Barons are telling me that the latest short numbers on short interest on Redbox is 46%, which is huge. I mean, it's almost half the float is shorted. So that puts downwards pressure on it, but also they're going to have to cover if it moves back up. And of course, that's going to add to the buying, the buying action, and you have the knock-on snowball effect, and other shorts will have to cover, and other people will jump on the momentum and buy it from a retail going long, and that's how the short squeezes work. A bit like a bank run in the opposite direction. Cheers, Sean. Appreciate that. Right, what else is moving? So this one's the current momentum stock. Aeroclean doesn't look like it's moving at all today, except for downwards. It's consistently under the VWAP. So Revlon is down at 207 now. So what was 27% up in Revlon is now less than 10%. So I'm removing that off the watch list. I'm going to put this on the watch list. Why not? I hope you're not in it anyway, Kavar. I hope you're not in it heavy. Hope you're not holding heavy. Starts to make a move up, gets above 10. Consider averaging down. If it's looking like it's got momentum to the upside. I wouldn't normally say that, but you're already in heavy, so have a clear line in the sand where your exit is, and don't adjust that line in the sand to accommodate the trade. If it hits your stop loss, let it hit your stop loss and stop you out. You can always, if it then turns around, you can always enter on the way back up. You can always re-enter and make your gains back. You can always use use your equity that you get back from on another stock to make the gains back. You don't have to. Don't get married to a single stock. I made that mistake this week, and I traded Aeroclean every day last week. I traded Aeroclean successfully on Monday, and yesterday it came and bit me in the hole. There's the bell. Good luck, everybody. It's at the wrong time. Break of $3. Break of the pre-market highs. We didn't quite get there. Go back to that position. Move up, break of $3. So just broke the pre-market highs. We're now looking for the break of 3. There we go. $3.10 we're looking for. Let's break $3 again. There we go. For $3.10. There we go. Take some off. There. $96. So I'll just put a 20-cent stop there. Oh, and 5,000 shares. I'll move up. Half off. I'll just stop, set the stop instead of taking half off. The third off. To my position. Break of the $0.25. $3.20. We're looking for $3.25. Okay. Looking for $3.25. Push through that $0.25 level. Topping out at $3.20 at the minute. Corrected at $3.20 again. That's the high of day at the moment. We're waiting for $3.25. Currently $3.12, $3.15. Looking for that break of the $0.25. Our average is 313, so just waiting for. We'll take 10 cents. Take the 10 cents if we can get it. That's right. It's just coiling under 320. We just need a bit of volume to get over that that sell wall at 320. I'll probably take a little bit off at next test of 320. I'll probably take a little bit off just to reduce the exposure, hold some for the break. Pulling back a little bit now, $3. We'll retest. Let's retest these highs. Why? This candle is 40. Well, it was 14. So just waiting to retest the highs. Breaks this area of support. 290 will get out. Granted. Put my stop in place right there now. 291 is the support level. That's where the VWAP pretty much is. Previous resistance. Breaks that, we get out. Saw that the support level, we've got the support drawn here to resistance previously, then came as support. We've just tested its support again. We've got the VWAP there, we've got the 20 EMA there, so we've got, it's just 9 cents below the whole dollar level, so it's in that whole dollar range. So that's the support level it needs to hold. Still waiting for still looking for that break of 320. 325. We've got 10,000 shares right now. We'll go and retest the highs. And the question is, will we break it this time? Current highs 320. Break of 320. Tapped it again. 319. Volume's coming in. A little bit light on that candle, but move the stop up to the whole dollar, why not? Try it again. Waiting for that break of 320. The volume coming in to break 320, we should get 330, never mind 325. 316 on the ask, 15 on the bid, 319 on the ask. There's that we tap the 20 and reject it again. We want to break the 320 and hold. 19. Just finding it difficult at the minute. It's going to happen. Back to 312. Let's try it this time. Don't mind it when it coils like this, because when it eventually breaks, there we go. To 325. Dozy, get you set a stop. Well, let's try again. $0.75 level. Got the breakout on the 5-minute, which looking for a follow through. Quite a lot moving now, and I'm still in this one, so I'm just going to next time it tests 320, I'm going to probably exit in its entirety, just take a little bit of profit on it, look for something that's a little bit more amenable. Put a stop at $3. I'm risking $1,300 on this trade right now. Just not breaking above 320. We've got the seller wall at 320. Thought we broke through that already. Oh, I'm just going to take profit at the next take $90 off. Reduce the exposure. Well, it's time exposure. There's a couple of things. When it's consolidating like this sideways, whilst it looks like it's going to move up and break that 320 eventually, I'm missing out on other potential moves. Bounce on the whole dollar back and for a move back up. No problem at all, stock 10. It's just normally when you get, if it moves out of after the bell, out of the gates, it's going to move. It's going to move pretty much straight away. If your trade plan works out, it works out pretty much straight away. The longer you hold it, the less likely it is to work out in your favor. So that's what I'm looking at right now. The likelihood of this with an M pattern is a bit of a double top type scenario, so that's also bearish and potentially could signal a move to the downside. So this breaks lows, we just have to get it. fact, I'm just going to get out for half there. And if it breaks $3, we'll get out for the rest. The red box is up at $11 now, so going back to what I was saying about it needed to be back above 10. The red box is above $11, and we could have been trading red box. That's had a $2, you know, close to a $2 move. This one, it's had, since I started trading it, 30 cents. There we go, get it. So all right, let's look at what else is moving. Let's have a look at red box. See, this is moving up now. Aeroclean moving up. Oh, I like this. I like the look of Aeroclean right now. What's the spreads on Aeroclean? 15 cents. I don't like the looks of, I don't like the spreads. I like the look of Aeroclean, but I don't like the spreads. That's the problem there. Spreads are killing me now. 10-cent spreads, that's not too bad. I can live with a 10-cent spread. Got in there for the break of the green line, 1370. See if we can get in a little bit late to the trigger, of course, but see if we can't get the break of the whole dollar. $14, and this could go on a run. There's 14. Spreads stop him in banking then. Not doing me much favors with these spreads. Spreads have narrowed, a good thing. Oh, now they're back to 14 cents again. Looking for new highs. Well, lock 500 in. As long as we're staying green. I add to my position. 7,500 shares right now. 22 is my average position. Trying to scale into this for a move up. Steady move up. Rejected at the $0.5. Want to look at breaking the $0.5 now. Bit of a pullback. Don't mind the pullback. Add some more there. 12,500 shares. Our average position is 17.5 cents. 17.6. Afternoon, MC. $14.17 on the ask, $14.20. That's where we're at. Spreads are not great, not being kind to me at the minute, but let's get back up to the half dollar. It should come good. That's that half dollar. Another bit of profit in there. Still 7,500 shares in here. Just break that half dollar. With my stop up to 14.20, that's kind of break even for me now. On this 7,500 shares that I've got. Managed to get 1,000 out of it so far. Spreads are quite big, but I'll just put a stop for break even there. So as it moves up, I'll just move my stop with it. I'll just hold these 7,500 until I've got confirmation that it's holding the half dollar. Aeroclean was not good to us yesterday at all. We need to be very cautious. Yeah, you'll have to wait. It's not time yet. It's not even 3 o'clock. There's the confirmation. Move my stop up to 40. Effectively 20-cent trail, 30-cent trail at the minute. All this is 37, so I should be at 37. Leave it at 40. I'll take a look at Neo as soon as I'm out of this trade, buddy. Don't worry. Move up to the half dollar now. So $55. I'm going to add that extra 2,500 shares. Move it up to 65. Stops at 65, which is effectively the low of this candle is 70. So it moves up, breaks 15. Just going to move my. Okay, my stop is now at 70. So we're at 10,000 shares. This moves up, I'll replace that with the no one. I'll get stopped out. There we go. I've got 2,500 shares in, I didn't realise. That's okay. Not, we've made money. You can get a chance to replace that stop with a full position stop. Okay, let's get out for the rest. So 3,500 on Aeroclean. I'll have a quick look at Neil for you now, buddy. Yeah, we took a look at Neil earlier. Neil's down. The markets are up, but Neil's down. So it's probably going to make a move to the upside now based on this pattern, but it's selling off right now. So it's down at 1840s. So it's red on the day. It's 1.5%. Put it on the 60-minute. You see it's pulling back to yesterday's support levels. So we had this move up, found support around kind of 1850, that kind of area. So it's pulled back to those areas now. So will you get a bounce? I'm not sure, but it had a really good day yesterday. So a bit of a pullback's not unhealthy. Red box 10% up on the day after being 10% down on the day. So back to Aeroclean, making new highs here. Enter for that break. Break of 15, just 2,500 shares this time. 10-cent stop. So I'm risking $250 on this trade if it goes against me. It went against me, so I lost $250 on that. So it's a bit choppy as Aeroclean today. Let's see what else is moving. Revlon. Wow. Why didn't I see that on the 5-minute? Double bottom on the 5-minute, the George W, where it moved up. Revlon up at 234s, back above the VWAP, looking healthy. Evox sold off. Sideways since we exited, so not really. The head and shoulders there. That's definitely going to sell off. That's going to break the VWAP and capitulate. There's your head and shoulders. There's your one shoulder. There's one head, and there's the other shoulder. So that's. I'm not trading that. That's definitely going to sell off. Aeroclean and Redbox AMC. AMC looking interesting. Up on the day, 1220s. Where's GME? Oh, that's way down. So GME's 127s. Wider market, S&P 500 making gains. Needs to, because it's probably will sell off ahead of making gains ahead of the rate hike. Probably will sell off once the rate hike gets announced later. Oh well, if you're selling NEO, great. That's if you're shorting it. It's going in the right direction. Oh, red box breaking highs. Aeroclean going retesting 15 again. Red box looking strong. I missed the entry there. That would have been a good entry there. Looking at 1160. Red pullback. Look for another pullback before you get in. So look for. Today's goal is 5,000. We're 3,600. We've got another 1,400 to accumulate. Oh. No, no volume. Aeroclean moving up. I'll wait for it to confirm 15 as support. Once it's broken 15 and confirmed it as support, I might trade it again. But I'll wait for the clear. It's this topping tail that worries me. I'll wait for a clear confirmation that it was staying above 15. In the meantime, I'll look at red box. Top and tail on the 5 and 2 minute as well on red box, so just waiting. But man, love it when the plan comes together there, MC. Mass gas. I'll give you I'll have a look at Catra. 29% up on the day, 24 cents, chopping sideways right now. It's got a range of about 4 or 5 cents, but chopping sideways right now. So this is Kintara Therapeutics. Not good volume, relatively speaking. But yeah, I don't like that chart for trading from an intraday perspective. If you're in it, good luck. Okay, here we go. Oh, we want to test 12 here. Looking for the test of 12. $82. $5. Looking for the test of 12. Red box, come on. Knock me out here. And 10 set spreads on red box. Now there you go. Red box has got rangy spreads today as well. So just be careful, guys. Well, red box, it's a short squeeze. So it's 46% shorted at the minute. So if it moves up, the shorts are going to have to cover. That's the whole play here. Short squeeze play. The bounce on the $0.50. Constant battle between the longs and the shorts when there's a short squeeze on. Should have had it then. Right, I've done the bounce on the $0.50. But a little bit lacking in volume on this candle. Move up. Retest those highs. Ouch, my neck. Looking for test of the 12. For it to test 12. We're in at 69. Good number. Not necessarily for trading, but it's a good number. The bid's already past us, so we're on. So the ask's already past us, so we're looking for the retest of 11.90 in the whole dollar. Let's move up. Let's take that whole dollar. I need to go use the bathroom as it happens. Always when it's a crucial moment, isn't it? Sign of age, I guess. $0.06 spread's not helping me at the minute. There we go. Let's take some off at 90. Take some off there. I'll test the whole dollar. Got a 10 cent stop. There we go. Got stop tight. So we're $500 up on Redbox. So we're green on Redbox. We're green on Aeroclean today, which is more than we were yesterday. So I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'll be back in a few seconds. And he's back. What's the like count? Oh, we need 3,000 likes, and then this little puppy can have some duck fillet. So if I can get to 3,000 likes, the puppy gets fed. So guys, if you're not, if you don't want to be considered cruel, report it to the RSPCA. You get pumping the tapping the screen to get the puppy fed a duck fillet. Yeah, you want your duck fillet, don't you? Hey, what's this hanging off you? Ice knots. Clean that later, okay? Red box pulling back. Oh, there we go. There we go. There was just 3,000. There you go. You'd have want that or not? There you go. There's a good girl. You enjoy that. So let's have a look at Aeroclean. Aeroclean's up over 15. It's confirmed over 15 there. Now look for an entry. Very volatile. It's choppy, guys, so just be careful. Just make sure before you enter your trade that you plan it beforehand and stick to the plan. And just factor in, if you're trading any of these that are quite rangy spreads, factor the spreads into your risk. You don't want to be taking big size if you've got rangy spreads. So you've seen me normally, over the last week, I've been taking kind of 5,000-10,000 shares of Aeroclean at any one time. So the fact that I've not been doing that speaks a lot about the market right now. The dog is called Miyako. It's Japanese and it means beautiful night child, which is kind of apt for her because when it's dark at night, I have to put this flashing collar on her because I can't see it. She just she disappears at night. Yeah, I'll give you some more treats later when we go for a walk, okay? 20 minutes, you've got at least 20 minutes to wait. I've commitments to the stream for 20 minutes till 3:30, okay? 10:30 market time. There's a good girl. Get that nice knots away from me. Yeah, so that's Aeroclean. What else is moving? Has anybody spotted anything moving up aside from they do? No, that's sold, selling off now. Up, one of my favourite movies. One of my favourite Disney movies. Wheels Up Experience. Decent volume too. It's pumped up, selling off. Now below the VWAP. Let's look what else is. Nvidia. Who was talking about Nvidia? Nvidia's making new highs. So Nvidia is 163 right now. 163s. So having a good day is Nvidia, 3% up. You can come away from there because you always knock on the bloody tripod. Just to get you some stuff for your eyes. Weepy. Okay, so Nvidia's having a good time. If you're in Nvidia, it's looking healthy. Then again, so's the overall market. Here's the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq up on. Let's look at it on the 15-minute. You'll see what I'm talking about. So from yesterday's close, the pre-market into the opens, first 45 minutes of the open, it's looking quite healthy. SPY's pretty much the same pattern. So I say the SPY is the S&P 500, which is indicative of the wider market as well. Dow Jones, that's up now as well, 308s. So watch for a sell-off after the rate hike comes out. I think this is all in anticipation of potential rate hike. So AMC on the 1 minute, it's consolidating sideways. It's just holding the VWAP, which is not bad. It's just holding the VWAP at the minute. Moving sideways. Clean pulling back a little bit, pulling back some. Red box pulling back some. What else have we got to look at here? There's not a lot. Carvana. Why is this not showing up the whole? There we go. That's better. That took a while to resolve. So Carvana is currently up like 13%, looking strong. 23.50s. Reasonable volume too. Free was a IPO last week. No volume. Eros Media. What's just happened there? Why is this just pumping all of a sudden? See. Fiscal year earnings. That's all I'm seeing from the news right now. No specific catalyst to warrant that move. Be careful. Education Group. Big sell-off. Move back up. There's your cup. There's your handle. This could move. We're looking at a 20-cent move here, so maybe look for 470. Al education. But there's your cup, there's your handle, there's a pattern breakout, and what you want on the breakout is the depth of the cup. That's your target. So, which is about 20 cents, give or take. So 75, maybe. That 63, so you could get up to kind of 74, 75, let's say 470 to be conservative. That will be your target on TAL education with a cup and handle breakout. AMC, sideways, as I've said. Okay, we're 4,000 up on the day. I'll have a look at General Motors for you. So 4,000 up on the day. We've still got time left. Got 15 minutes, well, 13 minutes before the bottom of the hour. What's going on with my? Is anybody else having this issue with DAS? That's a bit weird. General Motors is up at 34s. Just broke 34s, so it's breaking highs. Currently 2.5% up. General Motors, the relative volume for GM isn't huge. Only 2.5 million shares traded so far, so General Motors usually has a lot more than that. So it's having a good day along with the wider market. But yeah, quarter roll, it's having a good day. We're green again. Woohoo! For now. Because I don't it's no silly trading. So back to the strategy. That's where whenever you veer from the strategy, whenever you don't manage your risk, you lose money. It's categoric. Funny how I've had that long streak, 14-day green streak, by just sticking to the strategy and managing risk, and then yesterday I just had that brain fart and lost 27 grand, and today back to basics, base hits as well as basics, and we're making money again. Go figure. We're not beat the drawdown, but the goal today is 5,000. Is anybody seeing anything of note? Nvidia breaking highs again. Oh, just a bit of a sell-off. Was breaking highs, and we had a new high of 163, and then it sold off. So, stop trading halt. So, Zhongyang Finance. Not great volume, but it's got volatility. No trade with one without the other, there's no trade. Same thing here, got the volatility but no volume. Okay, so rival brands, you see the zoom out here, you can see this formation here. You've got a double bottom there, the W sign, and it's making a move up. It's kind of at the end of that move up right now, so I wouldn't get in there. I wouldn't chase that. The volume's not huge, but I'm saying that the pattern breakouts work. Like this W, double bottom, W shape, and then it moved up. But a little bit too extended now on that breakout, so it's not a good time to enter. I think red box is due another spurt. Maybe down to the view up and a bounce back up, maybe. We'll see. Sadu. Yeah, finally broke. So all this consolidation and then it broke up. Unfortunate. I'm glad that, well, you got the double bottom formation there on the 1 minute, which was an indicator. So you had the head and shoulders there, which it then came down, which then became a double bottom, and it broke up. So then we're going to top and tail on the 5 minute, which is showing the selling pressure. Oh, I think this is probably done. But thanks for calling that out, Farid. Appreciate that. And you as well, Michelle. It depends stock which ticker you're talking about. That was a proper pump and dump. Look at this on the 2 minute, you can see. Oh, we traded it, got some profit, came back down again. Didn't really do anything. So that was textbook pump and dump. It depends which ticker. Yeah, Micron is it's a good stock for holding long term. It's currently 59, having a decent day today. Like the rest of the market, it's a percentage point up. It's green, but it's another one of these S&P companies that, you know, it trades with the market. If we're talking about this one, Sidhu, this move up, I would have exited first candle to make a new high, make a new low. So that would have been here, 321, 320. As that moved up, you get out. You take profits as you go, but you get out on the first candle to make a new low. Good vibes. Green days are always good vibes there, Michelle. Good to have you here. Red box making its move up off the VWAP now. VWAP bounce maybe. Not getting the volume. I wanted a bit more volume to trade that. Euroclean the same, in exactly the same position. It's funny that Euroclean and Redbox are very similar patterns right now. AMC back under the VWAP. Really want the AMC to be over the VWAP to trade that to the long side. It's looking a bit weak right now, but it's green on the day. Okay, so what else is moving? Anything? Nvidia? No, that's an old this is an old alert. MicroStrategy, we've got huge Bitcoin holdings. That's up today, 160. Let's have a look at Bitcoin, shall we? Bitcoin, let's look at it on the hourly. Bitcoin's up on the hourly. It's actually down, but it's up at the moment. So this is Bitcoin. Here we've got Bitcoin, and you can see 2130s off the low here of 20, just over $20. Bitcoin it's pulling back a little bit right now, but this this last hour, well, this last half an hour, but it's having a bit of a bounce. It's back within the Bollinger range. It's back above the EMA of the simple moving average of the Bollinger range. It's back above on the RSI. It's not oversold now on the RSI, so that's looking okay. I say okay. I wouldn't say it's looking strong. It's not. It's looking okay. On the hourly chart, I'd rather look at it on the. Let's look at it on the 15-minute chart. No, because if you look at it on the 15-minute chart, Farid, you get devil horns, 2 candles in a row, but there's an argument for it, but there's a lot of topping tail candles on the top of this move up on the 15-minute. On the 15-minute, let's pull it back up so I can show you. So this is the 15-minute time frame. So you want to be looking for confirmation on multiple time frames. You get a lot of topping tail candles, which is showing selling pressure. It's up here at the top end of the Bollinger Bands, which would suggest that it's selling pressure. We're not in the overbought territory yet, and we're way out of the oversold territory. So that's not too. It's not like it's got to reverse. You're getting a pullback now, but it's not like it's got to reverse. If you go back to the hourly time frame that we were looking at earlier, so is this devil horns? I suppose you could argue for it, but realistically, it's it's you've got the doji there. I suppose you could say that it's kind of a weak argument for it, but you could say there's potential devil horns there on the hourly. I don't think we're safe on any crypto right now. But yeah, I mean, you could say potential devil horns there. Okay, what else are we looking at? Aeroclean making a move back up. Redbox making a move back up. Not with the volatility that I like to trade in terms of velocity. I like these V words, don't I? So let's have a look. Some of these energy stocks starting to make an appearance on the scanners. Marine Petroleum's one of them. Let's have a quick look at maps. Marine Petroleum, no volume. Let's have a look at Houston American from yesterday. It's got, again, it's not huge volume for Houston American, this one today, and it's not really doing much, kind of sideways tracking, so probably not worth chasing. It's a relatively quiet day. We've made all of our gains pretty much after the bell today. Redbox, Aeroclean being the big one, but Redbox and Aeroclean being two of the main ones. HLGN. Heliogen. It's a good move up. Don't get me wrong, the volatility is great. From an intraday trading perspective, it needs volume. But there's just no volume. And you see, it's traded 387,000 shares. There's no volume on it. Big move, but a big move without volume, it's just not reliable. So, if you're in it, good luck. I hope it keeps pumping for you. Mama. Hopefully, you'll make profits on it. Right, I think I'm going to end the stream there. We're 4,100 up, and I'm going to take this this little snoozer. Well, that's what this stream's all about, Mama. That's what the stream's all about. The more I can help people learn about the market, increase that financial literacy, the better it is for everybody. And you keep me company while I'm trading, so thanks for that as well. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm going to end the stream here. I'm going to go for a walk. It's break time for me and her. She's crossing her legs at the moment. So it's break time for me and her. And I'll be back on for Power Hour later. For those of you new that are still learning, Power Hour is the last hour of the market. So that will be 8 o'clock London or Dublin time, where I'm based. It'll also be 3 o'clock East Coast, where the market's based. So I'll be back on for Power Hour later, and I'll see you guys then. I may or may not have traded some more since then. We'll see what happens. I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day.